20 minutes of running. Yeah, you heard that right. 20 minutes of running. So let me take you through what on earth happened today. So welcome back to the program. I am on week 5, run 3. So this will be my 15th run in total now. And when I saw this run on the app and I looked at it and I was like, compared to what I've done already, the longest I would have run for so far is 8 minutes. So when I opened the app and I saw 20 minutes, I was like, hold on, that's a massive jump. How am I going to do that? And then, you know what? What I did was I just ignored it. I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to do this run and I'm not going to stop no matter what. Be the kind of person who, when they see a challenge, you just brush it off, you know? Just just feel like you don't care. That's the kind of mentality I took when I went into this run. I was like, you know what? This is going to be the biggest challenge I've faced so far, but I'm going to smash it regardless. And that's exactly what I did. Going into this run, I kind of turned my brain off. I just like ignored all my thoughts. I didn't think, oh my God, this is really long. How am I going to be able to do this? The longest I've run for is 8 minutes so far. I've had breaks in between. How am I going to run for 20 continuously? And I kind of just ignored all those thoughts and I just said, this is the biggest challenge I'm going to face so far. I'm going to rise up to it and embrace it because this is how you become great. This is how you strive and achieve greatness. It's when you face real challenges that almost make you feel sick in the stomach and you're almost like, how on earth am I going to do that? And you go ahead and you try it anyway and you take the risk and you come out either learning or you come out smashing it and be like, oh my God, I've absolutely smashed that. I've achieved it. I've got so much more in the locker now. And the funny story was, this run was quite spontaneous. I think it was a Thursday afternoon. I had a bit of free time, having just finished working, and I had this a little bit of free time on hand, and I didn't actually plan to run on this day. I planned to run the day after, but I was like, you know what? I've got the time, I've got the energy. Let's just do it. Who cares what happens? And that's the mindset I adopted. I went out there and I ran, and then for the first 5 minutes, I felt all right. I felt like, oh, everything's going along swimmingly here. And then as I got to about 10 to 12 minutes in, I was like, oh my God, this is actually a lot tougher than I thought. The longest I have run for so far in the program is 8 minutes. So when I got to the 10 to 12 minute mark, this is when I really started to feel it. And I just want to lean into the idea of mental toughness. This is what got me through the run. This is what's going to get you through any challenge you face in life. Mental toughness. And this is not something you're born with. This is something you have to build and develop. And the only way to do that is to go through challenges, face trials, face tribulations, do challenging stuff, do stuff that's outside of your comfort zone, because that's how you grow as a person and that's how you'll improve with running. You do things perhaps you don't think you're capable of, and then you go out and realize, hang on a minute, I can do that. I just needed to have an open mindset to go, you know what, I can do that. I just needed to try. And that's what I did. I gave it a go. And I ended up running for 20 minutes. And I was like, whoa, I was capable of that, but I didn't think that beforehand. So mental toughness, this is probably one of your greatest attributes as a runner. And this is something you'll learn to develop within this program, definitely, because it does test you a lot. And I described myself when I first started the program as I described myself as someone who was getting back into running. So the first few weeks felt all right because it's almost like muscle memory. I'm like just remembering how to run again and just building up my sort of cardio again. And then as I got to the more recent weeks, like week 5 being the one I'm in right now, I started to remember, oh yeah, this is where it started to feel really challenging, and this is where I started to really lean into my mental toughness, because a few of the runs within the first few weeks tested me a little bit, but nothing compared to the one like today. This one pushed me to the absolute limit. I think at the end of this run, I nearly threw up. I was like exhausted. So it goes to show that if you do push yourself, you're going to feel it. I was all out of sorts. I was pretty much dead in the legs after. I don't know how I got over the line, to be honest. And this is a major milestone within the Couch to 5K program. Being able to run for 20 minutes without stopping, albeit I was running very slowly for the second half of that 20 minutes sort of block. I didn't stop once. The only time I did stop was in like the first 5 seconds when I went to tie my laces, but after that I didn't stop once. I kept sort of soldiering on throughout that entire 20 minutes and was able to complete it. And I think this is the biggest milestone you'll face. Well, this will be like your first real, not sure how to say this. This will be like your first real accomplishment within the program, because this will test whether you're a runner, and this will test if you're someone who's got the resilience, you're someone who's got the know-how, the discipline, the mentality of I'm not a quitter, I'm someone who, when the going gets tough, I'm still there, I'm still active. And this will be a realization, if you're able to complete this run, that you're capable of so much more than you think. You just have to give yourself a chance and try. And that's exactly what I did on this run. And if I draw a comparison to the last run, so on this run I ran for 20 minutes non-stop, compared to the other one, which was split up into 2 blocks of 8 minutes, so one block of 8 and then another block of 8. In comparison, it's not comparable at all. This one was so much harder because you don't get any rest breaks. You get your 5-minute warm up and then you jump straight into it, and you do not stop at any point. You have to use every ounce of willpower, every ounce of discipline. You've got to use everything to keep soldiering on and get through to the end. And what I realize is, I think this is why I started to get back into running, because when you face those challenges and you overcome them and you surpass them, you feel this great sense of fulfillment and gratitude, because you put yourself through these tests and then you come out on top. And it's just a reminder that you're capable of so much. And only you can dictate how your life goes. Whether you choose to challenge yourself, whether you choose to get out your comfort zone and try something new, you are in charge of your own life. So I will leave you with my screenshot of how my run looked on Strava, and I'll see you in the next run.